Our team is determined to do the extraordinary.
To prove to ourselves that a small college of 3,500 students can develop
and implement world-class projects.
That we can make a difference, and only our imagination will limit our potential.
We have the vision to lead,
to take charge,
and to make a meaningful and lasting contribution to those we impact.
True courage is found in those who have the ability to step up and make a difference.
We empower our neighbors to reach their full potential and strengthen our community.
So long as there are people we can impact,
we will.
We yearn to live for something more,
something greater. Through every challenge comes the opportunity to persevere,
to measure where we came from and where we are destined to go.
We create the person we become based on the choices we make.
Assisting others is our promise.
It is us who form attitudes and behaviors that lead to success. We are proud to take you on our journey and share with you our extraordinary work
and our extraordinary results.
We have the passion to ignite the belief in others.
We are paving the way to a brighter,
more sustainable future. We are
Enactus Lambton.
Today, we are proud to present our two flagship projects. One project has tripled in size this year, and the other has gone from our trial phase to implementation, creating a middle class in rural Zambia.
Our first major project identified a gap in our community.
A gap that prevents some of our most vulnerable community members from reaching their full potential.
A gap we are eliminating.
What is that gap? Financial literacy. We address this gap through the creation of our financial literacy program, Strength in Numbers. The objective of this program is to educate and empower people to make more informed decisions about their money and instill confidence in their ability to manage their personal finances.
The first group of people we identified in need of our program was the Women's Interval Home of Sarnia. Their mission is to interrupt the cyclical pattern of violence in present and future generations of women. They believe that it is every woman's right to live without the fear of abuse.
The #1 reason women stay with or return to abusive partners is financial dependency.
The majority of women that come to the shelter are from low-income situations. They struggle day to day with financial stability, and many have never managed their own finances.
Strength in Numbers is specifically designed to help these women regain their self-esteem and to empower them to take control of their lives. Through an entrepreneurial approach, we sought feedback from program participants, case support workers, faculty advisors, and local banking representatives to design a program that covers topics relevant to these women.
The key areas of focus are financial management and goal setting, budgeting and expense tracking, credit and debt management, price awareness, and home ownership.
Open discussion is encouraged throughout our sessions to ensure an interactive environment where women can share their own struggles and triumphs with money.
Economically, this program strengthens the financial situations of the individuals we impact by empowering these women to be self-sustaining and to make a positive contribution in our society.
With $7.4 billion a year spent on spousal violence in Canada, we are hoping to lessen this burden by helping to break the cycle of violence for future generations. This program will have a lasting effect on the community of Sarnia by instilling hope and confidence in these women.
Financial independence will allow these women to seek employment, further their education, save for home ownership, and for other opportunities that will improve their lives and the lives of their children.
Environmentally, this program stresses the points reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reducing excess consumption, reusing items where possible, and recycling are focal points of this program.
Meet Wendy, a mother of 6 and past user of the Women's Interval Home. After taking Strength in Numbers, Wendy is enrolled at Lambton College and now is an invaluable presenter of the program. Here's what she has to say about the impacts financial literacy has made on her life.
This program has given me the confidence to want to move forward with my life, to think to myself and redefine how I see myself. I see myself being a teacher. I see myself being successful. You don't have to be stuck in, hand to mouth all the time. There is planning that can happen, and there is, believe it or not, even though you're on the bottom rung of the economic ladder, there's still there's still hope for you, that you can climb out of there. Since taking the program, I have reduced my debt $200 a month, and in addition to that, I'm saving $50 a month. I look at the $100 savings that I have in my tax-free savings account, I'm like, oh my goodness, I have a savings account. So, and it's all mine. It's not something that, you know, that anyone else has done for me. It's all mine. It's mine.
Since the inception of our Strength in Numbers program just 16 months ago, we have already impacted 53 women at the home. To measure our success, pre- and post-session surveys were implemented with participants. 1, 3, and 6-month follow-ups are conducted.
100% of participants surveyed after our sessions agree or strongly agree that they have a better understanding of the importance of budgeting, tracking expenses, savings, and setting financial goals.
100% of the participants stated they have an increased confidence in their ability to manage their own finances. 41 women state they continue to budget and track expenses to both save for future purchases and achieve their goal of being debt-free.
38 women have either secured full-time employment or have been empowered to return to school.
On average, in the last 12 months, 30 of these incredible women have reduced their debt $150 per month while saving $50 per month. That is 54 in debt reduction and $18,000 saved in this year alone.
Upon hearing about the success of our program, we were approached by Ontario Works to include other vulnerable individuals and families in need. We are proud to announce we have rolled out our program to 33 Ontario Works participants.
Furthermore, we have also expanded our program to 2 other important groups: college students and 3 First Nation bands, Walpole Island, the Chippewas of Kettle Point, and the Amjan of Sarnia. In all, 95 new people have taken our Strength in Numbers program this year.
What makes our program so unique is each session is led by a student who has walked in the shoes of our participants.
Regardless of our audience, we serve as positive role models by providing
Strength in Numbers.
Our second extraordinary project we created last year and dramatically expanded this year is our project One Seed.
The first seeds of this project were planted when one of our own Lambton College students, Tom Chona, approached our Enactus team. As an alternative energy student, Tom wanted to bring solar power to his village and surrounding villages in Zambia, Africa.
According to the United Nations Human Index, Zambia ranks 163rd out of 187 countries, making it one of the poorest countries on the planet.
83% of Zambia's rural inhabitants live below the poverty line. And of these individuals, 71% are so poor they are unable to meet their minimum daily nutritional needs.
Economic upheaval, logistical nightmares, and delays have made it difficult, and in some cases, impossible for the government to get farming supplies to rural farmers.
Kasaka is a district made up of 14 villages, encompassing 3,000 people in the southern province of rural Zambia. The small-scale farmers we are working with do not have access to financing, and most are held back by lack of access to inputs, transportation, and markets.
This region cannot afford access to electricity, and its people are deprived of reliable supply of water.
Nearly all Kasaka residents are self-employed subsistence corn farmers. They plant by hand what they eat and sell what little is left over back to the government.
These households survive on less than $1 per day.
We conducted a comprehensive needs assessment, and today we will focus on our entrepreneurial efforts this past year in 3 specific areas: education, business development, and farming.
Children in Kasaka face extreme inequalities in their access to education. The school is challenged by adverse learning conditions and lack the much-needed housing for teachers.
These factors have led to a history of poor national exam results and years of systemic poverty. Each year, only 2 students graduate and attend high school.
This year, we built 2 new houses for the teachers, allowing the school to hire 4 new teachers and eliminating decades-old shortage of teachers.
Enrollment at the school is up 15% over last year, and we are so pleased to tell you that 15 students are heading to high school this year.
The Casaca Basic School has gone from the worst ranked school in their district to the #1 ranked school in just 2 years.
In August, our team made 6 loans of $300 each, repayable in 1 year, to 9 budding entrepreneurs. Each loan has been repaid 6 months early. All businesses are thriving, establishing much-needed economic diversity and creating 15 new jobs. Revenues from August since our entrepreneurs have totaled over $2,100.
We also loan funds to a team of 3 entrepreneurs so they could buy a solar pump. These 3 farmers have access to a rare commodity in rural Zambia, water. But this water runs in a stream 2 meters below the grade of their farmlands.
They had no way of accessing this water. We agreed to loan them $5,000 so they could buy a solar pump and finally access the vital water they so desperately need.
The farmers are now successfully growing canola, cabbage, tomatoes, and corn, providing much-needed diversity to the community's diet.
Their new pump will allow them to grow and irrigate a second crop of corn each year, something previously unthinkable.
Their new business has already created 8 jobs and $1,400 in revenue in just a few short months. Farmers are on schedule to repay their loan within 24 months.
Traditional farming practices and lack of capital for seed and fertilizer has led to decades of low corn production.
Our friends in Casaca produce an average yield of just over 10 50-kilogram bags of corn per acre. We recognized immediately that these numbers were incredibly low, but also offered tremendous growth potential.
If we could find a way to improve or replace their customary farming practices, could we create a stronger local economy supported by agriculture?
Could we generate income from crop production to supply the school with adequate materials to prepare students for higher learning?
Could we generate enough income for the community to implement their vision for growth? The answer is a resounding yes.
Enactus Lambton, along with a team of agronomists from Southwest Ag, constructed a modernized farming workshop and returned to Zambia to deliver our life-altering project, One Seed.
One Seed is designed to boost the local economy through agricultural education and entrepreneurial action.
We designed a small-scale farming workshop made to ease the villagers into new practices that create a vast increase in crop production.
We taught the community that their traditional method of plowing introduces sunlight and air into the soil, releasing vital moisture and nutrients trapped beneath the earth.
No-till farming is a way of growing crops without disturbing the soil for plowing. This technique increases the amount of water and organic matter trapped below the earth. It also minimizes erosion loss.
By eliminating plowing and leaving corn stalks in the field, 252 tons of carbon is kept in the ground, enriching the soil and also reducing 756 tons of carbon dioxide emissions.
In addition to keeping carbon in the soil, no-till farming also reduces nitrous oxide emissions by 40 to 70%. Nitrous oxide is a dangerous greenhouse gas that stays in the atmosphere for 120 years.
Allowing crop residues to decompose where they lie and preserving them on the field helps to maintain infiltration rates from rainwater. Evaporation rates decrease as infiltration rates increase, providing greater availability of water for crop growth.
Last year, to gain trust within the community and to illustrate how no-till farming works, we planted a 2-acre farm on the property of Casaca Basic School. Our yield and revenue was 5 times traditional yields. The community was sold.
This year, we rolled out our One Seed project to 144 farmers, spanning all 14 villages. We expanded from 2 acres to 355 acres in just 1 year. We loaned each farmer $500 to purchase the required inputs.
We place farmers into teams of 6.
6 farmers learning together.
6 farmers working together.
6 farmers responsible for each other and each other's loan.
Farmers who had previous yields of 10, 50-kilogram bags of corn are now harvesting 54 bags. Revenue has gone from $295 to over $1,500. That is 5 times the yield and income from previous years.
Farmers are able to repay their loan in full, save $500 for next season's inputs, and still save over $500. Next year, with no loan to repay, farmers will have a profit in excess of $1,000 per hectare.
Each repaid loan is then recycled back to a new farmer, growing our program and creating a critical sustainability to the project.
So what has the impact been in Kasaka?
Well, let us introduce you to Collins, an orphan in the community. We partnered Collins with a landowner who, because of a disability, is unable to farm his land. Here's what Collins has to say.
My name is Collins Pirimo. Yeah, I completed my school in 2011. Yeah, now, lacking of capital, I'm still home. Now with you, Lambton College, I'll be able to go to school. I'm very happy with you for what you have done to us. Actually, to the entire Kasaka village, we are very much happy for what you have done to us. We really appreciate. We don't have strong ways which we can use to show you that we really appreciate for what you have done to us. We don't have presents to give you, only God knows is going to bless you.
It is from stories like Collins that we have begun to attract business partners and donors in Zambia. Monsanto has donated both manpower and seed, and Saro Agro-Industrial has also joined our team.
These companies realize we have done something that does not happen very often. We have created a farming middle class in rural Zambia.
This year, we enhanced the school and constructed 2 homes to attract new teachers.
Built a dip tank for livestock and dug a water well for the school.
Investing $28,000 in these projects.
We created 41 new jobs,
Loaned $77,000 into our microloan program.
Generating a life-changing income of $250,000 for 150 families.
All this occurring in a community where families survive on less than $1 per day.
We are excited to continue our extraordinary journey in Africa, spreading the seeds of our projects throughout Zambia.
We look forward to continuing our efforts within our own community,
Expanding our existing programs.
And building a foundation of success through the positive power of entrepreneurship. We are
Enactus Lambton.